How's it? I'm Krista, and welcome to the Diamond Cornerstone. So many years ago, when the diamond first arrived, and I'd codified it, so to say, the process, I called it not the diamond model, not the diamond would have stayed, but it was diamond governance. And according to me, governance literally means leadership, which is a future vision, and then the management of how to get there. So similar to a business plan, you'd have a vision and then a mission statement, which is the steps that have to get you there. So with this in mind as a governance model, then suddenly I realized that every single task is a cycle, and every single task, and then that's where the fractal model actually came from, because the diamond as a process cycle actually runs from the micro, let's say cup of coffee or washing dishes, or to something really macro like running a province or a state, and all the little thingies that work in between. It's like, so in South Africa we've got what is called cooperative governance, which is basically it's a department within like parliament that checks how national speaks to provincial, speaks to local government, and then vice versa. And then there's collaboration and cooperation and mutual service. And this actually all speaks to the diamond, because as you've heard me say 1,000 times, our current thinking is linear, random, separate, which promotes competition and conflict. Whereas if we can get into a cyclical, systematic system, cyclical, integrated, we will actually get cooperation and mutual service. So this is where something like cooperative governance adopts a diamond, and then we can actually see the interlock between, let's say, at a local government level, between spatial planning and finances, and then service delivery and economic empowerment. And note, economic empowerment always starts with the empowerment to get the economics. It's like we got this fantastic thing called Black economic empowerment. But if you'd empowered first and not focused on race, you'd actually get back to something like what Madiba said: the greatest weapon for transformation is education, and education is empowerment. Because the thing is, let's take Black economic empowerment. The beauty of it would be a guy gets a position in an organization, let's say a car manufacturing company, Mercedes-Benz or Nissan or Toyota in South Africa. And then he creates a mechanic shop. He takes the money that he gets and he establishes a mechanic business, entrepreneurial mechanic business in a local community, in a previously disadvantaged community, aka empowering people in the community to be mechanics. And mechanics always work on fleets, and the fleets would be for the builders, aka their vans to get, their pickup vans to get building material on site. And so we build houses. And all of these are little diamonds, all running in support and cooperation and mutual service to each other. So it's absolutely idealistic, but if we're focusing for an ideal, when the diamonds actually all come together, we get a constellation. And I will always say there's nothing as romantic as lying on a lawn and staring at the sky at night and seeing like Orion and the Southern Cross and Scorpio rise and the moon when it goes through its different phases. And so we are part of nature, but we can create a constellation of diamonds within our towns, our communities, local government, provincial government. And all of this is actually set up by probably one of my favorite things, which is like things like the vision of a provincial growth and development strategy, the vision of an IDP, an integrated development plan, the vision of state, which is build state. The nice thing about cooperative governance is we've got communication from state to local, to the people, and then back up to state. So there's always this constant dialogue that is happening. I just believe that unfortunately our our governance system at the moment, people are not empowered for the positions they hold. I heard a chat the other day where I think where someone was asking the guy from a municipality, "Hey dude, so your salary bill's like 150 million. What do you do for that salary bill? What have you achieved?" And the guy's like, "No, we are very special people." Special people. Look, you're getting paid a salary to deliver service to we need roads, infrastructure, pipes, sewage, electricity, service delivery, removal of rubbish, maintenance of the sewage farm, maintenance of the rubbish dump, parks, what else would fall under a municipality? And so fleet maintenance, yeah. But the guy didn't have any of those things, but I'm sure they're part of his job description. At the beginning of his contract, he would have, when you take up a job, you sign a contract that says, "This is my job description. I will be doing the following stuff." When I became when I write, I'm a freelance contract writer. So when someone says he wants a course in, let's say, poultry, then we first discuss, okay, which fields of poultry do you want? What's the location? What's the health and safety? Feeding of poultry, reproduction, what do you want to cover in poultry? Is it meat? Is it eggs? What do you want focused on? When we do something like agriculture, let's say crop production, then you must know, are we working fruits and vegetables, fruits, nuts, trees, maize, mealies, or at least your grains? I've got to know what to focus the course material on. And then if I give and this is under assessment criteria, the task definition gives the assessment criteria. And then the assessment will be valid, authentic, current, consistent, sufficient. That's the evidence. But yeah, okay, now we're getting, everything actually overlaps. And I believe that the diamond can be a wonderful model to see the interlock and the interplay, the cooperation, the mutual service from state to local municipality and then back up to state. And it's actually all covered in the first book, Diamond Governance, and available on Amazon. And now you can just read it on a Kindle just to get the basic how to think in process. Because we're missing a plot somewhere. And maybe we must humble ourselves and just get critical on how we're thinking. Because the current model, it's not working. And that's hard to admit, but hope survives, and the people will stand behind state if we can just get a good conversation, because the state will, if the state gives, the people will actually arrive. And that's my belief. So hope goes on here. Many blessings for the day. Let's lay a new cornerstone for for humanity, for South Africa, for Africa, and let's make it a diamond. The stone that was rejected by the builders will become the chief cornerstone, and I believe that's a diamond cornerstone.